Coming up on Eyewitness News Night Watch, New Orleans fights the blues of unemployment and a bad economy with gridiron hopes. A new treatment is available to fight a disease caused by unemployment, and we'll look at a new hope for New Orleans housing. Eyewitness News Night Watch is next.
WWL-TV Channel 4, New Orleans. Garland Robinette, Angela Hill, Jem Henderson, and meteorologist Dave Barnes. Louisiana's news leader, Channel 4's Eyewitness News Night Watch.
Good evening. Garland and Angela have the night off. Through soaring unemployment, a fumbling economy, and problems that seem too tough to tackle, New Orleans is finding its best defense against the blues may be its football team. As New Orleans is having one of its worst years, the Saints are having one of their best seasons, a season that is sparking an optimistic spirit both on the field and off. Frank Turner reports on New Orleans' fourth quarter comeback.
11 firehouses are being shut down.
In all, about 700 city employees are beginning to get pink slips today.
In a city that has lacked much to cheer about, there is suddenly more cheering than usual.
He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B.
The New Orleans Saints have racked up 5 games in the win column, and the whole city may be catching the wave. For the first time since 1983, the Saints are playing 500 ball. They have a chance this Sunday at a 6-5 record. It would be only the third in their history. Believe it or not, one expert says by just winning a few football games, the Saints may be fueling a new spirit of optimism in this town, a collective attitude toward positive thinking that may turn around the bad times of the past months.
You park your car in the parking lot and you say to the parking lot attendant, hey, what about those Saints? You know, and you go into the office and you're standing around the water cooler. Say, hey, well, how about that game? Even among those who aren't particularly sports-minded, the winning condition is very contagious. Look at Pittsburgh, how they turned things around when they had a winning baseball team and won the World Series. Look at Detroit. Look what happens with Denver with their football team. I mean, you start feeling good about where you live. And not only is the morale of residents getting a boost, this better-than-average season is a shot in the arm for the city's complete image.
I work in some T-shirt souvenir shops, and everybody, even the tourists, feel better.
It makes me feel terrific.
Makes everybody feel a little good because of the simple fact, you know, something's going good for once.
For such a long time, when the city was doing real well, the Saints were doing bad, and this is our opportunity to make it up to them. I'll look at it that way.
What the Saints have given back couldn't be more valuable, especially now, a will to win, a positive feeling that experts predict will grow as the traditionally happy Christmas season approaches.
Anything that makes people, a lot of people, thousands of people happy, I think is going to rub off on other things.
This winter may just be a season to be jolly. Maybe it's about time. Frank Turner, Eyewitness News, Night Watch.
And of course, the Saints have a chance of going above 500 Sunday when they play St. Louis. A sweeping crackdown uncovered a host of crime behind city escort services. 6 were shut down after a police undercover operation discovered the businesses were actually fronts for prostitution, drug trafficking, and stolen property. 32 people were arrested in the crackdown, and police say more arrests of the service owners and customers is likely. President Reagan is likely to find the heat increasing over his secret dealing with Iran in spite of White House efforts to defuse that situation. The president called on the American public to support his covert dealing with Iran, deals that sent spare military parts to Tehran and netted the release of 3 U.S. hostages from Lebanon.
I think most Americans will approve of our efforts to better relations between our countries and rejoice that it has resulted in the freeing of some of our fellow citizens who had been hostages.
I think President Reagan has gotten his butt in the crack on this Iran thing.
This is a terrible policy. The explanation simply doesn't wash, and we ought to end it.
But Washington may be playing both sides of the fence. Sources say the White House has approved covert aid to Iraq as well. That nation is, of course, locked in a 6-year war with Iran. A battle over Avondale Industries may be drawing to a close. A Delaware court today blocked a takeover bid of the giant shipyard from Albert Bossier. Bossier tried to oust Avondale chairman William Connell in his takeover move. The court ruled that illegal, but also ruled that the employee stockholders of Avondale illegally booted Bossier off its board of directors in retaliation for attempting that takeover. A court date has now been selected for a case that could wind up costing all of New Orleans workers some money. A judge set December 22nd as the trial date for the earnings tax court battle. Today, attorneys representing the Bartholomew administration and other parishes